So here I find myself in another tough situation where I have ball luckily sitting a little on the upslope, but I have a very steep lip to get over, and the sand is actually super soft here. So just like any shot around the greens, we want to be able to read the lie. The sand is no exception. So when I have dry or wet sand, the ball is going to be played completely different than when I have soft, fluffy sand. Okay, so in this case with the fluffy sand, what I'm going to do is I really need to use the bounce. The fluffier the sand, the more likely any angle of attack down with a face that is closed is going to dig. So the last thing you want in the soft sand is to have the leading edge dig. So I'm going to open up the face wide open. I think amateurs don't open up the face enough. The other big thing here is in the setup, you want to feel like your hands are actually below your zipper line. Okay, when you do that, you're going to actually allow a little bit more loft. Your center of gravity is going to get a lot lower. And then from here, you can see nice wide stance, much like our other chip shots and wedges around the greens. We've got our weight about 60% on our left, and our shoulders are level. We don't have any tilt at all. Even if I was on the upslope, I would avoid having the tilt, because that in combination with soft sand increases my risk for dig, increases my risk for blading in. Okay, so I know a lot of people talk always about, famous Golf Digest drills are always, draw a line, hit 2 inches behind the ball. I hate that shit. I like the idea of being able to set up correctly so that when I do make a swing, the low point will tend to be 1 to 3 inches behind the golf ball. I don't want to be thinking about teaching my hand-eye coordination to hit 2 inches behind the ball. Okay, if you're hitting too far behind the golf ball, a lot of times in your setup, that means you've got too much tilt or too much weight on your right side. So here we go, face way open, handle nice and low below the zipper. My secret on this is to keep the weight on the left side the whole time. I don't want to be shifting my weight off of my right foot. If anything, I want to be moving into my left side, which helps me get that club, that low point, a little closer to the golf ball. Remember, the face is wide open, my hands are low, so this thing is going to have no problem bouncing off of the sand. All right, and if there's a secret at all to this, I love the idea of feeling like the face opens in the backswing. Relative to your normal swing, depending on what type of swing you have, a lot of players won't open the face enough, but then they take it back shut. So if you're working on sort of a modern swing, you're going to have the face shut. Well, you do that in the bunker, you're going to have a lot of problems. All right, so nice wide stance, weight on the left, shoulders level. We're going to feel like that face opens in the backswing. Good rhythm. And that's about as high and soft as I'm going to be able to hit that shot. So the higher and softer shot that you want to hit, the more you're going to open the face, the more you're going to lower the handle. Couple that with feeling the face open in the backswing. A nice little drill that I've learned from a lot of really good players is if you just put some sand on your club, what you want to feel like is as you go back, you're actually tossing that sand back in behind you, right? So if you're somebody who takes it back shut, that sand's going to fall off right away. That's going to indicate that you're going to tend to have more of a steep or digging golf club, which is going to be disaster in the soft sand.